Imagine a mountain range, not of majestic peaks but of discarded smartphones, obsolete laptops and broken televisions. This is the stark reality of e-waste, a global crisis escalating at an alarming rate. The world generated 53.6 million metric tons of e-waste in 2019 alone, equivalent to the weight of 350 cruise ships. This digital debris, laden with hazardous materials, poses a significant threat to our planet and its inhabitants. The rapid pace of technological advancement fuels this relentless cycle of consumption and disposal. From sleek smartphones to sophisticated gaming consoles, the lifespan of electronic devices shrinks each year. This demand for the new leaves behind a trail of outdated electronics, often ending up in landfills or shipped to developing countries, leaching toxic substances into the environment. The consequences of this inaction are dire, with far-reaching impacts on human health and the environment. E-waste is not simply a matter of discarded gadgets cluttering landfills. It represents a potent cocktail of hazardous substances, posing a severe threat to human health and the environment when improperly managed. Lead, mercury, cadmium and brominated flame retardants are just a few of the toxic ingredients lurking within these discarded devices. When left to languish in landfills or subjected to crude recycling methods, these toxins can leach into the soil and water, contaminating ecosystems and jeopardizing human health. Consider Agbogbloshie, Ghana, a sprawling e-waste dump often dubbed the world's largest digital graveyard. Here, workers toil in hazardous conditions, extracting valuable metals using rudimentary techniques. The air hangs heavy with the stench of burning plastic, releasing toxic fumes that can cause respiratory problems, neurological damage, and even cancer. The consequences of improper e-waste disposal are not confined to distant lands. They are a global concern demanding urgent attention. The escalating e-waste crisis demands a multifaceted approach, encompassing individual actions, corporate responsibility, and robust government policies. Recycling emerges as a crucial strategy in mitigating the environmental impact of e-waste. By extracting valuable materials from discarded electronics, we can reduce the need for virgin resource extraction. Establishing efficient and accessible e-waste recycling programs is paramount. Governments can incentivize responsible e-waste management through legislation and financial support for recycling initiatives. Manufacturers can contribute by designing products for easier disassembly and recycling, promoting take-back schemes, and incorporating recycled materials in new devices. Consumers play a pivotal role by making informed choices about the devices they purchase, how long they use them, and how they dispose of them. Section 4. Extended Producer Responsibility, a Shared Burden. The concept of Extended Producer Responsibility, or EPR, is gaining traction as a potent tool in tackling the e-waste challenge. EPR shifts the responsibility for the entire life cycle of a product, including its end-of-life management, onto the producers. Implementing EPR programs can incentivize manufacturers to design products with recyclability in mind, reducing the use of hazardous materials and making it easier to recover valuable components. By internalizing the environmental costs associated with electronic products, EPR fosters a more sustainable approach to electronics manufacturing and consumption. Section 5. Empowering change from consumers to communities. Addressing the e-waste crisis necessitates a collective effort, with individuals, communities and organizations working in unison to drive meaningful change. Consumers wield immense power through their purchasing decisions, opting for sustainable products and supporting companies committed to responsible e-waste management. Community-based initiatives can play a vital role in promoting e-waste awareness and providing accessible recycling solutions. Educational institutions can integrate e-waste awareness into their curricula, fostering a new generation of environmentally responsible citizens. Section 6. A call to action charting a sustainable future. The e-waste crisis is a stark reminder of the environmental consequences of our technological dependence. The mountains of discarded devices urge us to rethink our consumption patterns and embrace sustainable practices. Each of us has a role to play in shaping a more sustainable future for electronics. By making conscious choices about the devices we purchase, using them responsibly, and ensuring their proper disposal, we can collectively reduce the environmental burden of e-waste. Let us embrace the principles of reduce, reuse, and recycle, extending the lifespan of our gadgets, exploring repair options, and responsibly recycling them. Together, let us transform our relationship with electronics, moving towards a more circular economy.